Sekai Voice.
Sakai boys.
Italy. Was everything's clean?
Are on time?
Everything is on time, yeah.
Okay.
We still have about 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah. No, we went to Kyoto, Nara, Osaka, Hakone,
Okay.
Kamakura, and today Yokohama yesterday, today Tokyo.
Good. Everything is organized.
Pretty good, yeah. It's just very different from Europe and very different from Australia, but it's in a nice way. But I like those, micro bars, micro restaurant. You walk in, it's just two seats at a counter, 2 tables, and you have food, a beer, and the chef is right in front of you. That's nice. There was plenty in Kyoto. Japanese food,
Yeah.
mostly. I'm not sure because we walk into this place and then by chance it was like basically this was not a place for tourists. They didn't even have the English menu, so we just said to the chef,
Actually, no.
not really.
No.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Actually, once happened, we found this little bar on the river in Tokyo, and the guys
In Kyoto. But then because they didn't want us in, but it was I think they have too many tourists at some point. They don't want people anymore. I think the best way is just walk in a place, be natural, be willing to try new stuff. Don't be too much a tourist. Be kind. Yeah, but if you walk in a place where you can see that they have enough of tourists, and then you start to have a chat with the people sitting nearby and manage to communicate. And it's hard to speak because no one speaks in English, but who cares? You manage to communicate, and then immediately people become very hospitable. Well, that's a good idea, but depending on when a person can travel, cannot travel. Less packaging.
My name is MD Jahidul Islam. I'm from Bangladesh. I live in Japan from 1 year. I live in Japan is a beautiful country, and their people is so smart and they're very so helpful. They help me a lot. After I came in Japan, I cannot speaking in English. Then I start my part-time job, and daily I conversation in Japanese with Japanese people. Then I learn to Japanese how to speak in English politely in Japanese, polite from, and how to speak with friends with Japanese. There is various form in Japanese language. It's inner boss and inner friends. It's must be changing from and the Japanese. So in Tokyo I travel in Skytree, Shibuya. There is lots of many things, beautiful things in Japan. I like their people is very helpful. They help me, and firstly I go to travel for Shibuya, but in station it's the big station, Shibuya station, and I can found the exit door. Then I ask the railway station master, then they help me. This is the exit door. And second one is I lost my money bag in Japan. Then I go to police station, and in my money bag 50,000 yen and gyro card, my important things, ID card, also everything, and I lost it in a station. Then I go to police station, and they back me in after 2 days. All is everything, nothing is missing. It's a very beautiful things that I back my money back. I dislike most is the main thing is I know, but I guess that Japanese is don't like foreigner at all. Stay in train, I sit the train, and but they are not sitting my near. They are not sitting my there. And then I also guessing that they don't like foreigner, and also all Bangladeshi people also said that they don't like the Japanese. 90% is don't like foreign people. Weird experience? No, I have no weird experience in Japan still in 1 year. Is scary thing is in train is the when the door is closing, but at this time one Japanese or give their hand and uh, door is closed and hand is under the inside the door. It's dangerous. Then if door is not open, that's it be dangerous. But fortunately, the door is open and his hand is safe. Other foreigner, my advice is Japan is a very safe country. You can work in night 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m. There is no dangerous things in. But other countries like Asia, India, to Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, there is you walk alone at night 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It's dangerous with bad people. But in Japan, there is no criminality or dangerous things in Japan in night. I like it. I also my free time, off time, I go to with my bicycle at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and I riding alone, but no dangerous things happen with me. Also, other foreigners. This is the safe country, most safe country in world, I think, Japan.
My name is Mathilde and I am 20. I'm from Canada. I teach French, so I'm staying in the countryside right now and I'm just traveled to Tokyo for today. Niigata. I was a friend of a friend who wanted his daughter to be able to speak French, so because I work as a tutor, I thought I would come to Japan during my summer break. Yeah, I'm from Quebec, which means that it's the French part of Canada. The only reason I speak English is because my mother is Welsh. Otherwise, everybody close to where I live speaks only French. In Quebec, yes. In Montreal, people will speak both. That's a big city. But in more the countryside areas, everybody speaks French. I think so. I think if people come to Canada, they should learn a bit of English at least. But you know, now with translation apps and things like that, I think if you're only coming for a while, you know, you can work it out. It was kind of overwhelming, Tokyo Station. I love the train. I love public transport here. It's much better than in Canada. And then yeah, I couldn't see anything because it was so dark. But then the next morning we went for a drive and I was just so impressed by how beautiful the countryside is here. Like, mountains are huge. And where I'm staying in a mountain now, it's just like I never see the horizon. I only see mountains around me. I mean, obviously there's BC where there are huge mountains, and there's Banff, which is very beautiful. But most areas don't look like this. Most of the countryside in Quebec does not look like the countryside in Japan. It's just another level. What I like most and what I like least, I do like the food a lot. You know, living with a Japanese family, I get to try a lot of Japanese homemade food, which is very nice. I also love public transport. I don't want to go back because of that. I think public transport here is pretty much unbeatable. What I like least, hold on. Oh, I also really like politeness here. There's no like touching or things like that. I find that people in the West can be quite like touchy, kiss the cheeks and things like that. I haven't really been a victim of racism here. I find that even like in the countryside, I'm mostly like the only white person there, and people are excited about it. I even got free food at one point because like someone was happy to see me there. I have no idea who that person was. And yeah, sometimes people just wave at me when I went to pick the kid up at school. Like, kids always get excited to see me, probably because of my hair. I mean, as a gay person, there's not much of that here. So I guess like I don't really talk about it, and I feel like it would be very hard to like find a relationship here or whatever. I don't really tell people here because I don't know how they're gonna react. But yeah, in the countryside and like things like that, I don't feel as comfortable talking about my identity than I am in Quebec. In Quebec, it's so open and everybody's fine with it. compared to here, which I feel like it's still quite taboo, and gay marriage is still illegal. So that's like I wouldn't live here, kind of because of that. Also, I find the police scary here. they can detain you for 30 days without having you contact a lawyer, and I find that very scary. Like, I find that scary even though I don't do anything illegal. I just find it like scary, the idea of like, I don't know. Well, like in Quebec, that would be very illegal for the police to do. So, yeah. Otherwise, I haven't had that many bad experiences here. Yeah, like I said, like living with a Japanese family, I get to try a lot of homemade Japanese food, which is really nice. I have a peanut allergy actually, so I can't travel to some places like Thailand, so I'm like I wouldn't. But here, I find that even though people aren't that used to dealing with allergies, they can still adapt. And nuts and peanuts aren't a huge staple in Japanese foods, so I can still eat in a lot of places. So yeah, that's nice. The grocery store prices here are so low. I love that. I find that everything costs nothing compared to Quebec. And yeah, I love fish, rice. So no, I've been trying a lot of Japanese food and I love it. I think it's pretty good. I would say, like, don't follow the plan of like the 3 days in Tokyo, the 3 days in Kyoto, the 3 days in Osaka, and make more of a personal trip. Like, don't see what everybody says you have to see, just what you want to do, and then kind of plan your trip around that, and I think you'll have a lot more fun. You know, I always come to Tokyo not really knowing what I'm gonna do, and I just end up somewhere drinking something on a balcony, and I just think that I'm much more relaxed. I'm not trying to get anywhere quickly, and yeah, I'm just enjoying my time here. I think that's really lovely. I just bought a matcha tea actually because I want to be able to make some at home. And I think the one matcha here tastes better, so I thought I would buy some here and just bring some back home. I also got records to play music. Joe Hisashi, who does the music for Studio Ghibli, and I got 8 of his records, which is going to be very heavy to bring back. I couldn't resist, but yeah, that's going to be heavy. We have festivals in Quebec. I just prefer sitting down at a concert. I really like Lana Del Rey. I don't listen to that many Canadian artists, but Lana Del Rey is coming to Quebec while I'm here, and that makes me sad because I'm missing her in my home